my wish list. It's pretty hefty. I think when I go into my cart, if I've put everything in the cart, it's close to $1,000. Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my wish list, shopping list, call it what you want, for the Sephora Spring Sale. I did one of these in the fall. It was hugely popular, and so I decided to do this again. So here's a little disclaimer for this video. This is not necessarily what's in my cart, and I'm definitely buying all these things. This is really just things that I'm interested in, and I'll make a final decision when I actually go to the sale. But I thought I would include all the options, and you can see what kinds of things I am interested in, and maybe you are interested in the same things. So, let's get started. A couple of weeks ago, I posted an article to my Facebook page that was addressing the issue of fragrance in skincare, and it was actually more of an interview by the woman who founded the brand Drunk Elephant. And as I read that article, I thought, wow, you know, I've already was somewhat interested in this line, and now I'm really interested in this line. So the first item on my shopping list is some new skincare. And I have several things from the Drunk Elephant line that I really am interested in trying. Fortunately, there are some like minis, so it would be a great way to test the products and make sure that they don't have a bad interaction with my skin. The first up is the Drunk Elephant Rise and Glow. It's a little duo of the B Hydra Intensive Hydrating Gel and the Sephora Day Serum. So I've heard tons about the Sephora Day Serum. That's something that I'm really interested in, and it's just an extra bonus to get this hydrating gel at the same time. Then the next set of minis is actually for the evening, and this is the Drunk Elephant Night Bright duo, and it's the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil, and it's the TLC Framboise Glycolic Night Serum. Again, little minis, and I think this is a really smart way to try skincare if they're available. And because I tend to be all in on a skincare line, there are a few other products that aren't available in minis that I'm going to look at for purchasing. The first one is the Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum, and I'm really interested in this. I've read some really interesting reviews about it, so I'm almost 100% certain I'm going to pick that up. And then the last one in this group is the TLC Sukari Baby Facial that has 25% AHA and 2% BHA. So excited to try this as well. So this baby facial is actually a mask that you apply anywhere for 10 to 20 minutes depending on how sensitive your skin is. I love that it has both BHA and AHAs in it because each one of those things targeted a different concern in skincare. So super excited to try that. So next up I'm going to talk about some foundations, and this is a good time with these sales to stock up on your favorite foundations, and one of the items in this list definitely falls into that category. It's the Sephora Collection Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. I think last year I went through 2 cans of these. It's the spray foundation. I love it during the summer because it's so cooling when you apply it to the skin, and it looks beautiful. It just is very natural on the skin, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines or pores or emphasize anything bad. So this is definitely a favorite of mine, and I'm going to repurchase it during the sale. So I have a fresh can of this for the summer. And in case you're wondering, my shade is light. The other thing I tend to look for in these sales are little like sets or minis or try me packs of things, like I mentioned with the Drunk Elephant line. There is a try me or set of minis from Dr. Jart that I'm very interested in. It's the Dr. Jart Original BB set, and it has all 4 of their different BB creams. So each tube has a half of an ounce in it, but I think that's enough to see if it's something that I like or don't like. And it is the BB Dissapore Beauty Balm with an SPF of 30, the Black Label Detox BB Beauty Balm with an SPF of 25, the Premium Beauty Balm with an SPF of 45, and the BB Radiance Beauty Balm with an SPF of 30. I love that all of these have that SPF in them, and I'm really anxious to try the different formulas. Then I have two other foundations that have been on my list on and off for a while that I'm thinking about, but I'm not sure. You know, I have quite a few foundations open, but these are things that I'm considering. The first is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Mattifying Foundation. I hear so much about this, and I really would like to try it. So that's the reason why that's on the list. Plus, it has a matte finish. As we're heading into the summer, I'm thinking, no, maybe that's a good choice and a good time to try that. So that's one of those. And then the other one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. And I received a sample of this in one of my orders, and I tried it, and I thought it was pretty fantastic. But I didn't run out and buy it because, for the same reason I just mentioned. I have many foundations open, but it's like still sitting there in the back of my brain, you know, buy me, buy me. So we'll see. But it's definitely on my list. Whether I buy it during this sale or another time, I don't know. Okay, next up I want to talk about palettes, because these are my loves. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 palettes on my list. Not buying 6 palettes. But these are the ones that I'm interested in. And I'll start off with this Sephora Collection Mixology eyeshadow palette. I don't know what it is about this palette that I am so drawn to. So each one of these is a little trio that work together, and I'm thinking, like, how wonderful is this? It's just, it's like a no-brainer. Oh, I want a brown eye. I'm going to go with this. I want a mauve eye. I'm going to go with this. And they're all neutrals, and I actually like the Sephora brand eyeshadows. I think they're really pretty terrific. So that's pretty high up on my list. So the next palette that's on my list is the Stila Matte and Metal Eyeshadow Palette. This looks like such a stunning neutral palette with equal mattes and shimmers. I like the Stila eyeshadow formula. This is a strong contender. I don't know. Looks so beautiful to me. So I'm highly, highly interested in this one as well. As I'm going through these things, if you have already purchased them and you have some insight for me, I would love to hear from you. Just tap, tap, tap on those little keys and leave me a comment. Next up is a palette from Laura Mercier. It is the Artist palette. And I really do love the Laura Mercier eyeshadow formula. I have several of her palettes. They're some of my favorites. However, as I'm looking at this looks really similar to that new Fiona Styles palette that I just picked up. So I'm not so sure about that. So these last couple palettes are palettes that have been around a while. They're nothing new, but they're ones I don't have in my collection but seem very interesting to me. So I'm just thinking about them. You know, is this something that I need in my collection, either for reference or to round it out in other ways? And I'm going to start off with one of the Marc Jacobs Beauty Style Icon No. 7 Plush Eyeshadow Palettes. And this is in the shade or the color range called the Lover. And again, this is a beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette. Has some little peaches and pinks in there, which give it a slightly different bend. And I really like the Lolita palette that I have so much. And so that's something I have had my eye on for a while. So the next palette I have is from Viseart, and this would be in the Cool Mattes. You know, I just keep coming back to this and coming back to it, and I'm wondering, should I get it? It's really a lot of money. I'm not so certain. There's another little Viseart palette that's like the Mini Pro palette that also has my eye, so who knows what I'm going to end up with. in the Visart family, if any. And the last one is the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I don't own this. And I'm thinking, this is like really becoming a classic. Like everybody has this and raves about it. I love the matte shadows that are in the matte metal palette. And if they're as good as those, I'm thinking I need this in my life. So this is pretty high up on my list. However, I did see a little sneak peek I think it was on her YouTube channel. I'm not really sure where. I'm going to include a link to this below, where she's actually kind of quickly scans a palette, and there's a rumor out there that this is the next version of the Shade and Light palette, which is actually going to have some shimmer shades in it. So then I'm like, oh, should I wait for that? So again, conflicted about this. So next up is a little like try me set from Wander Beauty. And this is just a brand that's kind of caught my eye. I don't know much about it. I haven't tried anything from it. And I haven't heard a ton about it. So I thought, wow, this little like try me kit could be really interesting. It has their Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara, their Eyes on the Fly Dual Cream Eyeshadow and Eyeliner. And that's a combination of like a concrete taupey shade and a jet black liner. And a mini crayon and and a mini carry-on lip and cheek gel in Pink City, and a little makeup pouch. So this brand, I think, prides itself on either products being dual functional or having like two things built into it. For instance, the eye pencil has an eyeshadow stick and a liner in it. The little lip and cheek gel is like a crayon that you can use on your cheeks and on your lips. So the thought is, you know, when you travel, these are very efficient to use because they don't take up as much room and they're dual purpose. So I am interested in that little set. And then I am also interested in one of their lipstick duos. And so these are called the Wander Beauty Wander Out Dual Lipsticks. And so they basically are two lipsticks with the cap connecting them in the middle. So it's a longer product, but you have two lipsticks with you all the time. And I think that's kind of clever. Or I may hate it. It may be too big and it won't fit in anything. I don't know. So that's something that I'm considering. Another item that I'm considering is from Marc Jacobs, and it's the Lamarque Liquid Lip Cream. And people rave about this formula. It's like it is the best liquid lipstick on the market. And of course, the Marc Jacobs packaging is so gorgeous. Love the look of that, and I'm really anxious to try that. So next up are a couple little sets, try me sets or collections that I think are usually a really good buy and a good way to try new products. The first one is the Sephora collection Don't Be Gel Colorful Cheek Ink, and this comes in a trio of like a peony pink, almost like a, oh here, it's listed right here, orchid, dahlia, and water lily. And I do have something specific in mind for these because we are traveling at the end of this month. We're going on a 10-day boat trip, and there won't be a lot of makeup wearing on this trip, but there will be some because that's just how I roll. And I thought, wow, you know, I'm definitely going to bring some lipstick because I just have to. I wear lipstick down by the pool. But I thought it would be also great to have something like a lightweight cheek color, and this gel formula really appeals to me for that. That's why that's on the list. So next up is the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some Nude Lip. And I think these little kits are just awesome. When I can find a Sephora Favorites bundle, I usually go for it because they often have some brands I haven't tried, and it's just such a great way to try the brand. And they're usually mostly deluxe minis with a couple of, you know, one or two full-size items in them. So this has the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in honeycomb, the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in White Russian, which I hear about a ton, Estee Edit the Barest Contour Lip Liner in the Buff, Marc Jacobs Beauty La Marque Lip Cream in Slow Burn. Now, I have that in a deluxe mini from the holiday lip set, and I'm wearing it. And I think it's stunning. It's just such a beautiful, all-around, nude, neutral, go-anywhere lip color. So I wouldn't mind having another deluxe sample of that. And the Too Faced Cosmetics Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Long Wearing Lipstick. Oh my gosh. Could that be a longer name? In the shade Queen Bee. And the Urban Decay Vice Lipstick in 1993. All great options. And then Bite Beauty also has a little Try Me set, and it's called Bite Beauty Love Bite Lip Set. And in this, you're going to get 2 of their new multi-sticks, one in the shade Cashew and one in the shade Gelato. I'm anxious to try those. I haven't tried them yet. And then there's a Prismatic Pearl Cream Lip Gloss in Rose Pearl. And it looks like in a really pretty little tin. Then I have 2 nail products on my list. The first is from Nails Inc., and it's called the Nail Makeup Correct, Conceal, and Heal Polish. And I'm intrigued by this. It says it's a magic all-in-one formula to correct color, conceal imperfections, and heal and strengthen. Deeply heal and strengthen. It looks like it comes in like a little mauve-y neutral shade. That picture could be a little bit deceiving. I actually tried to look at this in the store a couple weeks ago, and while online it said it was in the store, no one in the store could find it for me. So this might have to be something that I order through the mail. But my nails, as I've gotten older, are such a hot mess, and I'm really looking for things to help repair them, or something that I can wear under polish that will help nourish them. Maybe this will fit the bill. I don't know. Next up is a set of minis from Deborah Lippmann. It is the Bed of Roses nail polish set. Now, I picked up a set very similar to this around the holidays, and it was berries, and I have really enjoyed that. Great shades in there. The minis aren't too mini, if you know what I mean. Like, they're not so small that you can't like hold the little cap. They're decent sized minis, and the formula is really pretty fantastic. I love this little shade range. I think it'll be great for the spring and summer, so I'm extremely interested in that. And the last 2 things on my list are kind of fall into this miscellaneous category. And the first is, I don't know why I'm intrigued by this. The first is the Sephora Collection Lineup Makeup Tape. What it says about this is it's a high-quality medical-grade tape that has multi-uses for makeup application, from perfecting winged eye looks to creating precise nail art or protecting against makeup fallout. The tape is breathable and easy to remove. I'm going to tell you, there's a 100% chance that this is going to be in my cart. It's $6. I want to try it. So the last item is a device. I know I had a couple of devices on my list for the fall sale, and I didn't end up buying any of those. So this is from Dennis Gross Skincare, and it's the Spectra Light Eye Care Pro LED device. And it looks like you wear it kind of like a pair of sunglasses, and it targets the around the eye area, and it also looks like there's some lights here along the bridge of your nose, which would target those 11s. This is an FDA cleared anti-aging device, and it is featuring professional light therapy for the reduction of fine lines and wrinkles. So a couple things that really appeal to me about this: it's rechargeable, so it's not going to be something that, like, when you use it all up, you have to throw it away. Things like that just tick me off. And it is hands-free. You can wear it, and it automatically shuts off after the allotted time, which is 3 minutes. And I think that looks pretty interesting. Let's see how you use it. So you place the device comfortably over the eye area, securing strap around the head, power on the device, and use for the programmed treatment time of 3 minutes. Remove device and follow with an eye serum and/or eye cream of your choice. There are no reviews of this product yet. So at a price tag of $159, that's pretty steep. But I'm really intrigued by this. You could spend that on a facial. So that wraps up my wish list. It's pretty hefty. I think when I go into my cart, if I've put everything in the cart, it's close to $1,000. I'm not spending $1,000 at this sale. I'll probably pick one palette, maybe one foundation or two, definitely getting the skincare. The rest is up for grabs. So last time I did this, I did not do a follow-up haul because I felt like I talked about the products quite a bit. But I'm going to include a poll up here. If you would still like to see a haul of what I actually end up getting at this sale, weigh in here and I'll make a decision based on how that little poll goes. And if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and if you're not already, subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you'd subscribe. Thank you so much, and don't forget to leave me some comments down below about what you're picking up at the sale, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye. And holy cow, my hair is falling.